Sean Strickland just went off on Livestream. And this time, it wasn't another fighter. It was influencer Nina Drama. What started as a casual pickleball game turned into one of the wildest exchanges we've seen all year. But that's not all. Khamzat Chimaev's next fight might already be booked. Pereira's calling for Jon Jones, and Ronda Rousey might actually be training for a comeback. This is CageSide News. After Anthony Hernandez pulled out of UFC Vancouver, many expected Imavov to get the next title shot. But Rainier de Ridder says otherwise. The ONE FC champ turned UFC contender believes a win this Saturday locks him in for Khamzat's first title defense. Joe Rogan even warned on his podcast, RDR might be Khamzat's toughest fight yet. A long frame, world-class grappling, and that devastating knee that catches everyone off guard. So if de Ridder dominates Allen, expect Khamzat versus RDR to headline early next year. And trust me, that one gets violent.
Striking's terrifying.
Yeah.
De Ridder's got that knee to the body that is so interesting, the way he fucking forces you to clinch and then blasts that knee to the body.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky.
So good in the entrance with that knee to the body.
Yeah.
And when he did that over and over and over again, I was like, wow.
And then just one other thing, kind of looking at the champ right now with Chimaev and how dominant he was. I'm sure you look at a fight with you and Chimaev. Just how do you feel like stylistically you match up against him?
Yeah, it'd be a very cool fight. I imagine very spectacular grappling exchanges. His striking, we haven't seen it a lot in UFC, but his striking is pretty cool too. He's decent boxing. He's been working with a boxing coach for a very long time, Olympic boxer. And the times we trained, I thought his boxing was very crisp as well. We have an amazing matchup. I think I have a lot to offer in that fight. In the grappling and in the striking, so hope we see it soon.
Alex Pereira isn't done making history. Fresh off another highlight reel win, Boatan says he wants Jon Jones next, and he means at heavyweight. He told ConnectCast, "I'm 38 now. If this fight doesn't happen soon, it never will. I want the challenge." Jon Jones versus Pereira, two generational strikers colliding, would be one of the biggest fights in UFC history.
I know he doesn't make the fights, it's what the UFC wants to do, but if it was up to him, what does he think is the most exciting and most probable matchup next?
Peso pesado. Casa Branca, Jon Jones.
Jon Jones.
Super luta.
White House, Jon Jones, Alex
sick.
Pereira. I have goosebumps
That's
right
the
now.
biggest
Mas
fight.
eu falo com todo respeito, não sei se eu deveria estar falando, mas também de uma forma, né, eu acho que eu também tenho uma liberdade de falar, porque eu já passei por isso, né? Então, talvez uma forma até de ele tá se motivando, né, agora. Eu acho que eu e o Jon Jones, a gente fizemos muitas coisas. Um exemplo, se o Jon Jones perde para mim, ele vai ser o melhor de todos os tempos para mim. Isso nada vai mudar para ele. Eu acho que é só para ter.
And speaking of heavy hitters, our betting slip's been on fire. Last week's parlay cashed, and this week we're rolling with a two-leg lock. Ikram Aliskerov moneyline versus Junyoung Park. Expect to finish. Umar Nurmagomedov moneyline versus Mario Bautista. The Dagestani dominance continues. $151 to win $251. That's our official CageSide Free Bet of the week. Ride it with us and tag at CageSide News when it hits. Dan Hooker's had enough talk. Arman Tsarukyan promised to wrestle him for 25 minutes. Hooker laughed. "You can't wrestle someone and not get tired yourself, brother." It's classic Kiwi energy. Tough, sarcastic, and ready for war. A win here launches Hooker into title contention against Ilia Topuria, and you know that's a banger.
I'm excited to wrestle with him. I feel like I have an advantage if it stays on the feet. I feel like I do have an advantage. Anyone can get knocked out in the sport, but I definitely have an advantage if the fight stays striking. I feel like I've been improving my wrestling a lot over the last couple of years, and I'm excited to get out there and get into some scrambles and wrestle him. If he wants to wrestle, he's going to make himself tired. That's all I can say. I would love it if he did wrestle, but he's going to just make himself tired. That's all that's going to happen.
Ronda Rousey's talking about training again. She told the Breakfast Club, "Yeah, I have a cage in my garage. I started rolling again, for my own joy." But when you're one of the greatest ever, training for joy always turns into something bigger. The question is, Would any commission even license her again after those neurological issues?
Just joy, and I just want to do it just because I enjoy it instead of this is what I feel obligated to do, or this is what I'm being coerced to be doing for one reason or another. And so it's what my body really wants, It's what I've been training to do my whole life, and I just feel healthier and better, and I want to train again. It makes me happy, and it's really funny that like I'm training and everyone's like, so what are you training for? What are you doing? And I'm like, for my own joy. Is that bad?
They see you training, but they automatically think you want to come back.
I mean, they're like, well, you look so good. I'm like, well, because I'm the greatest ever. Like, of course, this is what happens when I train. I look great. Sorry, like I don't have to like have a plan for world domination in mind, but. Mike Tyson coming back and being the biggest fight of last year, it just kind of proves that I don't think anyone's ever really done.
Now to the story that's blowing up everywhere. Sean Strickland versus Nina drama. What started as a friendly pickleball stream turned into a verbal war after Strickland mocked Nina's friend, nicknaming her cholesterol. Nina snapped back with a 10-minute rant defending her friend's intelligence and calling Sean out for doing exactly what Trump does, rallying people against a thought. It was raw, unscripted, and for once, Strickland looked uncomfortable. And in typical Strickland fashion, he doubled down, making a time of the month remark that sent the chat into meltdown. Love him or hate him, Sean Strickland is a lightning rod for controversy. And this might be the moment that pushes his persona too far for some fans.
You're doing exactly what you said Trump does at his rallies. You're trying to rally people against a thought that you have and try to convince everybody in the audience that what you're saying is right. No, she has her own thoughts, her own feelings, her own personal experiences, but she doesn't feel the need to put them out into the universe on people as if they're all fact.
Making a turning point that left her completely speechless.
But you left out one key detail of her.
What?
She's a woman, so it's probably wrong.
So fight fans, what do you think? Does Rousey really come back? Can RDR stop Khamzat? And did Strickland go too far? And don't forget, this week's free bet is Ikram Aliskerov plus Umar Nurmagomedov moneyline parlay. Lock it in, tag at CageSide News, and let's cash together. Drop your predictions below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more breaking UFC coverage only on CageSide News.